And we are live. Hey, I'm Matt, a live streaming YouTuber, and here we are at a place called The Peak in Hong Kong. Join Travel the World with Matt as I take you on the adventures of a lifetime. Good evening from Hong Kong. We are here in the neighborhood of Jordan. I've just got out of the Jordan train station, and tonight we're going to be walking about 1 kilometer through one of the last remaining night markets in Hong Kong, called the Temple Street Night Market. I'm going to turn around quickly and introduce myself. Hey, I'm Matt, and I've been living in Hong Kong for the last almost 4 years. Hey Carly, good to see you. And today it's raining a little bit, very lightly, but we're going to walk through Temple Street Night Market, which is behind me. Now, what we're going to see, it's a market, so we're going to see shops and little stalls on the street. There's going to be restaurants also overflowing into the street. There's also, towards the end of the street, we're going to see fortune tellers. And then, oh hey Shark, and then at the end we're going to, well, it's called the Temple Street Night Market. We're going to get to the temple and I'll tell you all about that. But let's begin our walk right here at the beginning of Temple Street Night Market. So Temple Street Night Market is one of Hong Kong's most popular markets, and it has been the scene of many Hong Kong movies, especially gangster films from the 1990s. It's located between Jordan and Yau Ma Tei. So what actually happens is I'm starting here in Jordan, and then when I finish this tour, I'll be in Yau Ma Tei and I'll take the train from Yau Ma Tei. So it's a nice, very short walk. And the reason why it's called Temple Street, besides ending at a temple, is that where it ends in Yau Ma Tei is Temple Street, where they've got the temple. And it's really an icon here in Hong Kong. Welcome, Jenny. Good to see you. Welcome, Carly, Jacques. Great to see you all. If you want to ask me anything, feel free. Let's begin our walk. Now, this is one of the busiest flea markets, and it's a night market, so it's only opened a few hours ago, and it will stay open till late. Usually starts at about 4 p.m. Now, if you're coming to Hong Kong, one of the things you have to try is this. It's called an egg waffle, and and they're busy being made over here. And what you want is they make all different types, but the original egg waffle is delicious. They've got different fillings: tea, matcha, coffee, chocolate, anything you can think of. But really, when you come to Hong Kong, first thing you want to try is an egg waffle. Now, when you have an egg waffle, what I recommend is have it hot. Have it hot. That's the perfect way to eat an egg waffle. It's going to it's got a crunch to it, but it's also soft as well and hot. So you got to eat them straight out of the waffle iron. So you can see that the traffic here is closed. The market starts at about 4 p.m. It's about 7 p.m. now, so it started a few hours ago. And the traffic is closed on the street at that time, and then everybody can just come. And what I love about being here is I always feel like I'm on holiday. So here we've got the Temple Spice Crab, and you've got all these restaurants that just overflow in the street. And whenever I come here, I feel like I'm on holiday with it's just got that really, really chilled vibe, and just lots of people walking around. Just a really, really great vibe. Over here, we've got another local delicacy. I'll explain what it is. It looks like an egg yolk, but this is actually something called mango mochi. It's a piece of mango hair covered in like a glutinous rice. You can see it over here. Those are about $50 each. Really, really delicious and a local treat. Now you can see above the market, above the stalls, there are flags. Those are the Hong Kong, smaller one is with the flower is the Hong Kong flag, and then the other bigger one is the Chinese flag. Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China, and which is really great because you can go into China, you get a special visa and you can go into China whenever you want. It's really, really easy. And here you can see, this is if you're a tourist as well, this is a perfect place to come. You can see some of the places we visit in Hong Kong. This is the Bruce Lee statue in Tsim Chau Choi, the new castle at Disney, and the iconic tram that's been running since 1908. And of course, Hong Kong's stunning skyline. Now, I've got a group on Facebook, and if you follow that group, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a video. I've made a short video of this, about a minute and a half, just of a quick run through of the whole market, so you can get a sense of what you can experience here. Whenever I visit somewhere, I always want to get like that sort of thing to show where I've gone. So it's nice to get some souvenirs. So this is a great place to get souvenirs, and also it's good value as well. So they sell everything here, from phone accessories, watches, jeans, t-shirts and shoes, men's accessories, bags. You can see it all here. They also sell cheap clothing. Pretty much anything you can think of, you can find here. Now, this market actually started in the 1960s, so it's got a long history, and it's always been a bit of where a lot of people come together. It's always been very vibey and interesting place, and it became famous for its cheap merchandise, street food, as well as stalls for fortune telling, which we're going to come to towards the end of the tour. And it's definitely one of the most colorful, best places to experience like the colorful side of local life. The colors here, it's like a sensory overload just being here. Colors, all the colors and the lights. We're going to also see some of the old neon lights, and I'll point them out when we is that Michael Jackson? And yeah, this is in Central. We've got a tram going around. And Hong Kong is also very famous for its neon lights. Now those neon lights are being replaced with LEDs, but there's still a couple you can find over here. We'll stop and get some, you can get some photos of those. If you've got a screenshot app on YouTube, you can grab a picture of that. Now, at any point you want me to slow down, let me know. I'll try not to go too fast. So this is an example of a new LED street lamp, but I will show you. I can see just a little further ahead there's a old neon sign. Those were really popular in the 80s, and really lucky to see one. Oh, here's one, an iconic one over here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. I'm going to hold that. Let me get a nice hold on that. Okay, there we go. So this is one of the few places around Hong Kong where you can still see those old, beautiful neon signs. We'll see a couple more of them and I'll stop. Now, the market does open from 4 o'clock, but I would recommend coming from around 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to zoom in. This is where we've just come from. That is an electronic taxi. Electric taxi right there. So we've gone super wide. Let's continue our walk through the market. If you want to ask me anything, feel free at any time. Here we've got more little trinkets. Of course, we're in Asia, so chopsticks. So you can see this is a great place to come for souvenirs. And so this is also a place to come for food, and some of the food that you should definitely try, one of the most authentic Hong Kong snacks besides the egg waffles we saw earlier are the seafood. We saw the crab places when we started the tour, but you also want to try clay pot rice. Is also another must try here. So they're going to give you a special clay pot, and then inside the clay pot they're going to have some rice and some meat, and just beautiful. As you can see, super busy. This is why you want to come to Temple Street Market. Take a walk, order some local food, and you can just feel the vibe, the excitement. It's a Saturday night and people are just out and about having dinner, chatting, and just having a good time. Oh, hi Rosie. Now we're getting to the other side of the market, and from this point onwards, the market gets a little bit quieter, but we're going to be able to see the fortune tellers. So the street being very local, they've got some teas here. There's a lot of Chinese medicine shops as well along the road, and you also see some of these shops that have like a cloth for walking in. That is a adult shop, and there are quite a few along the Temple Street as well. So how do we know we've come to the end of Temple Street? Well, we've got another beautiful gate, but it's not the end really, because we still have to go see the fortune tellers and end up at the temple. So we're now exiting the market portion of the Temple Street Market, and we'll be going to the fortune tellers, and we'll end up at the beautiful temple. Now, if you just joined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you a chance to get a beautiful shot of this right here. So grab a postcard if you can, or a photo, and I'm going to zoom in about 10 seconds so we can get a nice, you can see, be able to see the words very clearly. Temple Street in English and then also in Chinese. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. You can hold it steady, there we go. Did you get a postcard? There's a slight delay on my live streaming app, so you seeing what I'm showing you about 20 minutes, sorry, not 20 minutes, 20 seconds later. But that ensures that we have great quality video wherever I go. Let's zoom out and continue our walk. Okay, so now we are off to the fortune tellers. So the fortune tellers actually start here. In those little tents. Now you can either go this way or you can go that way. We're going to go over here. There's some more stores here. Even though the official market is finished, there's still more little hawkers on the way to the temple and to visit the fortune tellers. So Carly, in your message it just says pink hand waving, so I'm assuming you're using an emoji, but it doesn't pick up on my chat. So, this is where they sell a lot of trinkets, odds and ends. But I always find kind of interesting. Okay, they sell like some adult toys, but the other thing that I find quite amusing is that they sell. It's illegal to smoke weed in Hong Kong, but they sell weed pipes. So that really doesn't make sense in my mind. Like, what are you selling that for? Like, if no one can use it, I don't understand that. But that's what they're selling. Okay, we're almost at the fortune tellers, and I'm going to stop there. We're going to see a whole row of them, and I'll talk a little bit about them when we get there. Okay, so here's the whole street of fortune tellers here, and for as little as about $100 onwards, you can get your fortune told. The different packages available, starting from I think about $100, and there's even, you can see here, an English-speaking fortune teller right here. Oh, Carly says it's the same here in the UK. Shops full of weed. It's smoking apparently, but it's illegal here. Oh man. So we'll walk through the fortune teller area, and then as we do that, we're going to end up at some beautiful temple and in Hong Kong, we have the goddess of the sea. Her name is Tin Hao. And because Hong Kong is built along the ocean, goddess of the sea is very, very relevant. And so all over Hong Kong, especially near water, you're going to find Tin Hao temples. And this one's a very majestic one. It's located between all these beautiful trees, and serves as a real great contrast to the come here, sit down, on a bench and just relax. So I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom out so you can see the contrast. There we go. So massive skyscrapers surrounding this beautiful temple in this amazing square. I'm just going to do a full 360. There we go. So that's Temple Street Night Market. If you find yourself in Hong Kong, come to Jordan Station, take the A exit, and then just follow the signs and you'll get to the entrance to Temple Street Market. A really short, pleasant walk. You can see it was only 20 minutes and we walked very slowly. If you want to come and eat some local seafood or maybe try a egg waffle snack or the clay pot rice, come and sit out at the restaurants and just relax, feel like you're on holiday, maybe do some souvenir shopping, and just a great way to spend an evening here in Hong Kong. So I'm going to switch back now and say thank you so much for joining me. Every week we've got a live stream tour where I'll be walking around Hong Kong, and I've also got a special one next month of all about that place in Peru, which I've just forgotten. But yeah, you can check out my live streams all on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Thank you, Carly, Rosie, Jenny, it was so good to see you, Dad, and everyone else. I will see you next time. Goodbye.